Good evening, everyone. I would like to call our regular board meeting to order at 7:33. We are located in the Village of Broadview in the Chambers, 2350 South 25th Avenue. Mr. Clerk, can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, we can, Madam President. Trustee Abraham.
Here.
Trustee Chalmalave. Currently absent. Trustee Senior.
Here.
Mayor Thompson.
Here.
Trustee Shelby.
Here.
Trustee Armour.
Here.
Trustee Miller. Currently absent. Madam President, we do have a quorum. Can everyone please stand now for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
May we all pause for a brief moment of silence? Okay, thank you. Item 2, public comment. At this time, we have none. Next is item 3, communications. Got a few communications to read off. First off, this Saturday, May 7th, 12 p.m. to 3 p.m., the 15th annual Autism and Developmental Disabilities Walkathon. Join us over at Proviso West High School, 4701 West Harrison in Hillside for the Walkathon for the Answer Inc. Registration starts at 11 a.m. Next, babysitting safety class. 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., May 21st, over at the Brookview Fire Department. Free to Brookview residents, $25 for anyone else, ages 12 to 18. Training will include basic CPR, choking, first aid, situational awareness, securing the home, 911, emergency versus non-emergency, and so much more. To register, please call Chris Murphy, 708-343-6124, extension 9. On May 7th, also this Saturday at 9 a.m., we'll have the Mayor's Annual Shred Day right here at the Village Hall parking lot, starting at 9 a.m. Also, May 7th, starting at 6 a.m., is our annual spring cleanup. Set your garbage out or anything that you don't want. Friday at 6 p.m., and it'll probably be gone by that night, but 6 a.m. is when the garbage men will start picking up trash. Then we're going to celebrate all mothers on that Sunday, May 8th. Happy Mother's Day to all. And finally, May 15th, Brookview Police Department Bicycle Registration Day, right here at Village Hall, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It is at Village Hall there, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And that concludes our communications for today. Next is item 4, consideration to approve the following minutes. We have none at this time. Item 5, consideration to approve expenditures, grand total of all funds, $526,626.58 for April 27th, 2022.
Motion to approve.
A second.
It's been properly motioned by Trustee Armour, seconded by Trustee Shelby. Madam President, open for discussion.
Thank you, Trustee Shelby, Chairwoman of the Finance Committee. Will you please read the warrant list?
Okay, this is the AP warrant list of April the 27th, 2022. The vendors are Air One Equipment Incorporated, $5,280.80. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois, $172,481.71. Broadview Westchester Joint Water Agency, $256,121.80. Core and Main LP, $2,967.58. Delgado Law Group LLC, $18,732.50. Geno's Heating and Plumbing Incorporated, $17,115. Mid-American Water, $5,497.08. South Central Capital Group LLC, $6,875. West Cook County Solid Waste Agency, $10,373.74. We had a manual payment, and the vendor is Patino's Music LLC, That was check number 82678, and the amount was $3,015. And the date was April the 21st, 2022. And there's also electronic payment, and the vendor is Chase Credit Card. And this payment was reflected as of March the 25th, 2022 for $6,267.11. The total of expenditures over 2,500 is $495,445.21, which is 94% of all the total expenditures in the amount of $526,626.58. Okay, the following funds were affected by these expenditures. The general fund in the amount of $248,917.71. The garbage fund, $12,491.35. The capital projects fund, $195. The water and sewage fund, $265,022.52. Again, for a grand total of $526,626.58. And Madam President, that concludes my report.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Can we let the record show that Trustee Chalmalabi and Trustee Miller has joined us?
What time do you have, Mayor?
I got Trustee Chalmalabi at 7:34 and Trustee Miller at 7:36.
Thank you, Mayor. So noted.
Thank you. Trustee Abraham, you have any questions or comments about the warrant list?
None.
Thank you. Trustee Senior? Trustee Chalmalabi?
No questions.
Trustee Shelby?
No questions.
Trustee Armour?
No questions.
Trustee Miller?
No questions.
Mr. Clerk, can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, we can, Madam President. Trustee Abraham,
Yes.
Trustee Chalmalabi,
Yes.
Trustee Senior,
Yes.
Trustee Shelby,
Yes.
Trustee Armour,
Yes.
Trustee Miller,
Yes.
and Madam President, carries 6-0 unanimously to pay the bills. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next is item 6, presentation. We have none. Bringing us to item 7, committee reports. First committee, Business License Committee, Trustee Armour.
Do you have anything to report for your committee?
Nothing to report right now.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Clerk?
No report for Trustee Armour for the Business License Committee. Next is Police and Fire, Trustee Miller.
Nothing to report.
Thank you. No report.
Before we move on, I'm gonna ask Chief Mills to come to speak. We had a parking meeting on Saturday to give some updates, just so the public can know what took place.
Thank you.
Good evening, Mayor.
Good evening.
Trustees, visitors, distinguished guests. So we had a meeting for parking in the blocks of 2000, 2100 block of 18th and surrounding. Present was a lot of the residents there. They came out in a very strong force to voice their opinions. It was a very productive meeting. Trustee Armour was there, as well as Police and Fire Commissioner Gwen Turner also was there. Some of the things that was highlighted that we are taking a serious look and moving forward is that we are going to place a planter at the 18th Street just north of the alley to make that street a two-way street for the residents. You know, there was some comments about having the traffic, people would try to avert, causing some minor discomfort for some of the residents that may have to go down a little further to get into their neighborhoods. After we had our discussion, everybody seemed to be pretty pleased. Another one of the topics of the residents over there coming into the summer months, you know, we have come to realize that we will have guests, and those guests may be present longer than 2,200 hours, 10 o'clock. And they wanted some sort of visitors passes that we could to the car. So as our officers drive by, they could see that they were there versus trying to get on our overnight parking and various things. So again, that was a very good suggestion that we're looking at. Additional stop signs on Harvard and Fillmore around 18th Street. Of course, we know that that's a pretty hot area. People disobey the stop signs. The police department, we do have traffic missions going, but you can only catch 1 or 2 while you're writing tickets. Everybody else still goes through. So Public Works Director Ames is ordering signs. We're going to make those changes. As we prepare to make these changes, we do realize that, there'll be a lot of people trying to take advantage of going down our alleys. So again, like I said, on the enforcement side, we will have traffic strategies put in place, but also we're going to put down temporary speed bumps that Public Works already are in possession of. They used it once before in various places, and it has worked very well to kind of put the message. And we'll also put a lot of we'll do a lot of messaging by way of robocalls and our social media. Like I said, Director Ames and Public Works have 3 variable message boards that's pretty big that we'll put out there. So it was a great meeting also. And then we're going to redesign the parking on 18th by the liquor store in that little business section. So when they come in, they can turn back out and go back on the Roosevelt. And one of the big concerns of that is that they did not want to be able to come out on the Roosevelt and make a left-hand turn on the Roosevelt. So we'll put a sign to have the traffic go west on Roosevelt versus blocking up the traffic. So again, we had a lot of concerned citizens. They came out. It was a very, I thought it was a very warm meeting. Everyone had the opportunity to ask questions. The mayor held the mic. She was all over the place, and everybody had the opportunity to speak. And Trustee Armour had the last words since she was the trustee. And again, I thought it was very productive. That's all I have. If anybody have any questions?
Thank you, Chief. So I just want to remind the public that the meeting was streamed live. So if you want to take some time out to review the meeting that took place on Saturday, just go to YouTube to the Village of Broadview, and you can see the meeting at that time. Thank you, Chief. Mr. Clerk, next.
All right, next is the Finance Committee. Trustee Shelby.
I am pleased that the Board of Trustees passed the fiscal year budget with a surplus of about $120,000, and that's all I have to report.
Okay, thank you, Trustee Shelby. Next, Building and Public Property. Trustee Chamalave.
I don't have any report on that. I do have a scheduled meeting with Commissioner Upshaw, so that'll be next week, and I'll have a report on the next meeting.
All right, thank you, Trustee Chamalave.
I do still have something. I wanted to take the opportunity first to say today actually is the start of, well, yesterday was the start of the Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. Okay. So yesterday was the start of the Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. In September 15th through October 15th is also the Hispanic Heritage Month. And so I thought it was a good idea so that we, recognize that month as well, and I'm going to reach out to the park and see how we could partner and make that some type of celebration. So hopefully the park will, we can get something together. And if the residents or anyone in the village has any ideas, please contact me. I'll have my cards out so that you can reach me by email. But we would really like residents to get involved and, we could have some ideas, maybe, get together about our foods. Food brings people together. So I'll stop there because I'll keep going. But any ideas, please bring them forward because I'm really excited about that.
Sounds good. Thank you, Trustee Chamalave.
You'll have our support on those 2 initiatives, Trustee Chamalave.
Thank you.
Okay. Next, Water, Drainage, and Health. Trustee Senior.
So for my report for water.
Can you talk into the mic?
I'm sorry. For my report for water, health, and drainage. The update for water, okay. The city of Chicago raises water rates by 5%. The Broadview Westchester Joint Water Agency increases water rates by 4% for the Village of Broadview and Westchester. In 2020, the Village of Broadview raised its rates to make improvements to to critical water infrastructure, as well as to keep the keep the pace with evolving environmental and regulatory requirements. Some of the projects completed are the smart water meter, the maintenance and painting of the water tower and various water main replacements. The Broadview Water Agency is exploring options to the reservoir as we are hoping to break ground this summer. The agency was looking into a 1 million gallon reservoir. However, with the increased water usage by our large water users, we have asked for it to be increased to a 1.5 million gallon. For more information regarding the reservoir, you can visit www.bwjwa.org. And I will be hosting a Water Health Drainage Committee meeting this summer. And this concludes my report. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Trustee Senior. And last but not least, street sidewalks and alleys, Trustee Abraham.
Yes, good evening. A month ago, myself and Trustee Miller both did co-chaired a joint meeting with street sidewalks and alleys and police and fire to go over the parking arrangements along Roosevelt Road and the parking lots. And out of that meeting, then another meeting was put together, again, by Chief Mills and Director Ames to speak to the residents there on 18th Avenue and their concerns about the parking situation as well. So out of that, we've had 2 meetings addressing certain issues when it comes to parking and the traffic flow. That's the end of my report.
Thank you, Trustee Abraham. Okay, next is item 8, old business. We have none. Bringing us to item 9, new business. A motion to approve the hiring of Matt Martin as Deputy Fire Chief of the Village of Broadview Fire Department.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by Trustee Miller, seconded by Trustee Abraham. Madam President.
Thank you. First, I want to say that I spoke with Mayor Stecker, Village of Westchester, and he sends his great pleas to hand you over to the Village of Broadview. He gave high accolades. He couldn't be with us tonight because he's a lieutenant in the fire department and he's been sworn in as a battalion captain in the Village of Franklin Park. So congratulations to Mayor Stecker as well. But Matt, I've heard nothing but great reviews from just people that's in the fire service that's far and near. When they called and said, you get Matt, and people in the Village of Westchester, Mrs. Perry, she spoke very highly of you. And I just want to say, I know when we say we Broadview strong, we are Broadview strong.
Yes.
And you come into a family, we family orientated, we work together, we laugh together, we cry together, but we work hard together. And everybody work hard. It's no I in what we do. It's everything we do is about we. So I'm happy to have you a part of our team and a part of our family, as well as your family being a part of this family, because we are a family-oriented community. So congratulations on this appointment. And I know that you're going to serve Chief Tracy Kinney very well in the men and women that works in the Broadview Fire Department. Trustee Abraham, you have any comments or questions?
None.
Trustee Senior?
No question.
Trustee Chalmalave?
Congratulations.
Trustee Shelby?
Congratulations.
Trustee Armour?
No question.
Trustee Miller?
No, I just want to say welcome to the team. Hopefully we hear a whole bunch of great things that you do for the Village of Broadview, as well as supporting our fire chief. But welcome.
Chief Kinney? Clerk?
The Chief Kenny have something?
We got a call
We're going to do the roll call first.
Yep.
Ready for roll call, Mayor? All right. Roll call. Trustee Abraham.
Yes.
Trustee Chalmalave.
Yes.
Trustee Senior.
Yes.
Trustee Shelby.
Yes.
Trustee Armour.
Yes.
Trustee Miller.
Yes.
Madam President, this carries 6-0 unanimously.
Thank
And at this time, if I can have Deputy Chief Martin join me up front. For the swearing in.
You got it? There you go.
Okay, sir, if you can raise your right hand and repeat after me. Test, test. I,
I, Matthew Martin,
having been appointed to the office of Deputy Chief
having been appointed to the office of Deputy Chief
in the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois,
in the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois, do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the Broadview Fire Department
of the Broadview Fire Department
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations, Deputy
Okay, well, the family's badging you. I just want to say I'm very lucky. We've worked together for 19 years. We started our careers at the same time. So we've been to fires together, and I just feel very blessed, more than lucky, that I have somebody that I can trust, and it's going to be a great ride. So thanks for taking the job.
At least I wore red today.
All right, next item, C. A motion to authorize the promotion of firefighter David Cohen to the rank of lieutenant for the Village of Broadview Fire Department to fill the position left vacant by Anthony Monks, as previously approved by the Board of Fire and Police Commissioners.
Motion to
approve.
second.
Who was the motion by?
Motion to approve.
Thank you. It's been properly motioned by Trustee Armour, seconded by Trustee Senior. Madam President.
Thank you. Congratulations to Cohen. Trustee Abraham,
No questions.
Trustee Senior,
No questions.
Trustee Chalmalave,
No question.
Trustee Shelby,
No questions.
Trustee Armor,
No questions.
Trustee Miller,
Just congratulations. Same sentiments.
okay.
Okay, roll call. Trustee Abraham,
Yes.
Trustee Chalmalave,
Yes.
Trustee Senior,
Yes.
Trustee Shelby,
Yes.
Trustee Armor,
Yes.
Trustee Miller,
Yes.
and Madam President, this carries 6-0 unanimously. Thank you. And at this time, can I have Mr. David Cohen please join me up front? It is. I should repeat after me this evening. All right, can you please repeat after me, please? Raise your right hand. I,
I, David Cohen,
having been appointed to the office of lieutenant
having been appointed to the office of lieutenant
in the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois,
in the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the Broadview Fire Department
of the Broadview Fire Department
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Sorry, go ahead and get badged. So while your dad's badging you, I just want to say that Dave was part of our original group that started the Explorer program. He has been, yep. Yep. When Captain McGivney stepped down, he stepped up and he's been running the kids and now it keeps getting passed on to more firefighters and they keep all moving up. So it's an amazing program and everyone involved has done a great job and Dave really did a great job with those kids.
Thank you, Lieutenant, for that. Stay the course with the kids.
Okay, next item is E, a motion to authorize the Board of Fire and Police Commissioners to proceed with the hiring of a firefighter due to the promotion of firefighter David Cohen moving to the rank of lieutenant for the fire department of the Village of Broadview, state of Illinois.
Motion to approve. I second.
I couldn't hear the motion. Any second?
I second.
Okay, thank you. It's been properly motioned by Trustee Armour, seconded by Trustee Shelby. Madam President?
I'm looking at the agenda and that don't look right.
I'm sorry, what's the
On
question?
like item E,
Yes, ma'am.
we should be on F.
No, we're gonna,
Well, E, we need to hire.
We had E in the middle.
we'll do the swearing in next of the fire officer. But this is the authorization to hire someone to replace.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
Thank you.
Yep, no problem.
Okay,
So,
we need a
it's
motion
open
and a
for
second.
discussion.
We
It's
need a
been properly
motion.
motioned and seconded.
Okay, I'm all confused.
Now, that's open with you.
Trustee Abraham,
No question.
trustee Senior,
No question.
trustee Chabalave,
No question.
trustee Shelby,
No question.
trustee Armour,
No questions.
trustee Miller.
Do we currently have a list?
Can I clarify something? Thank you. This is to, because Dave was promoted, does leave a vacancy. Cameron was already approved, so Cameron's getting sworn in after this, but this vacancy opens up. No, we don't have a current list, that's where we get into the next item after that.
Item G, to approve a list,
Yes.
or to approve the ability to go to testing to create a list.
Yes. We're just showing, with this, we're just showing the open vacancy, so once we test, we have the ability to hire. Okay?
Okay.
All right, will you have a roll call, Mayor?
Yep,
Roll call, trustee Abraham,
Yes.
trustee Chamalave,
Yes.
trustee Senior,
Yes.
trustee Shelby,
Yes.
trustee Armour,
Yes.
trustee Miller.
Yeah, yes, sorry.
All right, and Madam President, this carries unanimously 6-0. Thank you all. Next, item F, the swearing in of Cameron, I'm gonna butcher your name, Akayo? Ako, I'm so sorry. Swearing in of Cameron Ako as a firefighter of the Village of Broadview Fire Department. Can you have? can I have
Motion
you-
to approve.
No, it's-
Second.
It's already been
It's just a
approved.
swearing in.
which
we don't
is
have
the
to-
swearing in.
So can I have you join me up?
So I'd like to quickly mention that Cameron's family couldn't be with him today. They're overseas in Turkey right now. So thank goodness for the fact that we have a live stream and it's on YouTube and they can witness this amazing thing that's happening right now to Cameron. So we're very proud of you and happy to have you. And we don't badge our rookies until after 1 year. So we do that later, but he's going to have someone support him.
Thank you, Chief. I apologize for butchering your name. Can you please raise your right hand and repeat after me? I,
Cameron Ocul,
having been appointed to the office of firefighter paramedic
having been appointed to the office of firefighter paramedic
in the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois,
in the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the Broadview Fire Department
of the Broadview Fire Department
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
And we're here for you.
That sounds like me. Where did I put them? Whatever.
We'll give it a minute too. He's scared of sitting over there.
Bye.
Oh, really?
All right, good night.
Ooh, I'm hungry.
See you later. Good to see you.
Okay. Oh.
Ready, Madam President? Okay, here we go. Item G, a motion to authorize the Board of Fire and Police Commissioners to engage in eligibility testing for firefighters.
Motion to approve.
Second.
A property motion by Trustee Armour, seconded by Trustee Abraham. Madam President?
Thank you. Chief Kenny, you wanna tell us about this?
Yes, so we are working on a new eligibility list. We went through we had 8 members, we went down to 7, someone didn't pass something, so we went down to 7 members. We got 2 off the list, the 5 others were hired by somebody else before we can get to them, so now we're doing another test a year later. So it's usually every 2 years, we just start short paramedics in the state of Illinois, and we're working on that. Wonderfully, we're working on with Jason, we were working on police and fire doing the recruitment and retention video to kind of show people what Broadview's about, what being part of our public safety is about. So we've been shooting really pretty awesome video footage. So I can't wait to see what comes of that. All of our social media. I'm also teaching a training, so I got the opportunity to help recruit there. Any way we could do it, I visited all the paramedic classes to try and get the word out that we are testing. So I'll keep doing what I can.
Thank you, Chief. Trustee Abraham?
No questions. Great job, Chief, that you're trying to recruit outside. Well done.
Thank you. Trustee Senior?
No questions.
Trustee Chalmalavan?
No questions.
Trustee Shelby?
No questions.
Trustee Armour?
Good job, Chief. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Miller?
My only concern is I'm fine with testing, but I just need to know what we're doing for retention. Like, I get it that maybe there's a lot of turnover happening in all of departments where people are shuffling through, but we have to have some type of retention process. So if you and I can sit down maybe and discuss some alternatives that maybe we can work on. I'm open to doing that.
I'll take any input I can get.
Cool, thank you.
Thank you. I just want to say, keep up the good work. I know it's challenging in fire and police with retention. And that's across America, if you do any research and data, it tells you there's shortage in those two respective industry as well as nursing and teaching. So it's just the mad exodus in these fields that's hard to keep people. And the other challenge that we have in the Village of Broadview, because we are so small, we can't pay competitive wages compared to a larger department. So I'm glad that Trustee Miller is lending some input and some insight on what that looks like for retention. But the bottom line is going to be, how can we afford to retain them? Because we get people that's leaving that's going for larger departments and they paying them $25,000, $30,000 more than what we can pay them for one person. So we have to look at all of those dynamics and what that means to the Village of Broadview and can we afford it? Looking at our budget, I could tell you the answer is no. But we got to get creative. So I hope some creativity come out of the discussions that you have with Trustee Miller. So thank you for all that you do for Broadview. We appreciate you. Okay.
Roll call. Trustee Abraham.
Yes.
Trustee Chamalave.
Yes.
Trustee Senior.
Yes.
Trustee Shelby.
Yes.
Trustee Armour.
Yes.
Trustee Miller.
Yes.
And Madam President, this carries 6-0 unanimously. Thank you. Next, item H, an ordinance authorizing and approving the disposal of personal property from the fire department for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by Trustee Miller, seconded by Trustee Armour. Madam President.
Thank you, Chief. You want to tell us about what's being disposed?
Our ambulance is a 1999. It has several hours on it. Hours are more important than mileage for ambulances. It's just not worth anything to us anymore to really invest in that. We do have 2 working ambulances that are being maintained very well. This is just over. As far as what to do with it, I'm still researching whether it's worth selling or it makes more sense to maybe donate to a college or something like that. Something where it won't move, it's gonna have to be a permanent fixture, and colleges use them as a training facility. The back of the ambulance, they'll park it there and they treat it like it's actual calls and things like that. And Triton's looking into one, so maybe that's a discussion.
Thank you, Trustee Abraham.
No questions.
Trustee Senior.
No question.
Trustee Chamalave.
You just answered my question.
Trustee Shelby.
No questions.
Trustee Armour.
Okay, so, I do have a question. Are we planning on replacing the ambulance?
So we do have 2 ambulances right now, and we are using both ambulances. In the future, we are gonna need a backup ambulance for that, but right now, if the front line's out, the backup replaces it. If we have enough members during the day, if we don't have anyone on vacation or their assigned day off, then we do run both ambulances. So right now, they're in good working condition.
Okay, so this, Skyper is not part of this item?
The strike, no, that's for the secondary ambulance.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Miller.
I appreciate that we're trying to give back to the colleges. I think that that's a good idea. However, I do hope that we can sell it and kind of scrap and get some money. That way, maybe we can help with the budget that we're not having success with for retention. But I'm leaning toward hopefully the donation piece would kind of be beneficial, that we're giving back and actually helping the next level succeed too. So thanks.
Thank you. The only question that I have is when you say hours versus mileage, what's the typical hour of usage for an ambulance?
I would say the highest is about 500 to 600.
Hours?
Hours that are on it. So it's travel time versus mileage.
Okay. And so it's 500 hours over a 23-year period of time?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound, you're 2 minutes to the hospital, 2 minutes back to
Okay.
the hospital.
Okay.
Yeah, it adds up over time, but yeah, hours, that's probably not the best way to put it, but it's like pulling the energy from you.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Mr. Clerk, can we get a roll call?
Of course, Madam President. Trustee Abraham.
Yes.
Trustee Chamalave.
Yes.
Trustee Senior.
Yes.
Trustee Shelby.
Yes.
Trustee Armour.
Yes.
Trustee Miller.
Yes.
And Madam President, this too carries 6-0 unanimously. Thank you. Next, item I, an ordinance authorizing and approving the disposal of personal property from the Public Works Department for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by Trustee Abraham, seconded by Trustee Shelby. Madam President.
Thank you. Director Ames, you want to tell us about this property for disposal?
1997 F-250 pickup truck. I think the year speaks volume. So we actually used it up until last year. And at that point, we lost the brakes. Can't be repaired. So we don't have a title either. So something I inherited, by the way.
Thank you. Trustee Abraham?
No questions.
Trustee Senior?
No questions.
Trustee Chalmalave?
How do you dispose?
Typically, we auction them off. We use a municipal auction site. And that becomes difficult if we don't have a title. So we'll have to maybe try and get a duplicate title from the state of Illinois. And auction it off.
Thank you. Trustee Shelby?
No questions.
Trustee Armor?
Do have a couple of questions for you, Director. When you say you auction it off, that means that you'll get some money back for it, right?
Yes.
Okay. And what is meant by flowing equipment? Let me take this also.
Flowing?
Flowing equipment, yeah, what's meant by that? I don't understand what flowing equipment is.
Flowing or plowing?
So it might
I
be a
was just
typo.
reading what was on the agenda.
Okay, is it typo? Okay.
Not on the agenda on your memo.
On my memo, I apologize. Yeah, plowing.
Oh, plowing, okay, well then that's understandable, I know what that is. Okay, and so, okay, and do we get any trade-in? If we want to trade, is it worth anything, for trade-in? Because I didn't see anything like that on the proposal. And have you already started disposing of the truck?
Yeah, well, this is the first process. We first have to get authority from the permission from the corporate authorities, and we'll look to see whether or not somebody wants to buy it, or to the chief's point, whether or not we need to try and donate it for parts.
And those funds will go right back into your operating budget?
Well, no, they will come back to the village's general fund.
As general funds?
That's
Okay,
typically
and
what
how does this relate to the Village of Broadview proposal for, it looks like 2022 for it?
It has no relationship. This is
It's totally separate?
This is to dispose, not to expend. The PO is a different line item.
Yeah, for expenditures.
Yeah, so it don't have nothing to do with this.
Hmm.
This is to dispose.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Trustee Miller?
No questions.
Mr. Clerk, can we get a roll call, please?
Absolutely.
Wait, I have a question. Is he gonna try to get a title for this vehicle, or we're just disposing it? I don't want no confusion on the board.
No, we have to go through Secretary of State, so we got to do some research to get it. But the first step is to go through this process to dispose it.
And then the next one. Gotcha. I just want to make sure we're all clear.
Here.
We done this before in the past when we didn't have a title at this board.
Okay, good.
Okay, Mr. Clerk?
Roll call. Trustee Abraham.
Yes.
Trustee Chalmalave.
Yes.
Trustee Senior.
Yes.
Trustee Shelby.
Yes.
Trustee Armor. Trustee Armor. No vote from Trustee Armor. Trustee Miller.
Yes.
And Madam President, this carries 5-0. Thank you. Next, item J, a proclamation, National Bike Month 2022. Madam President.
Thank you. So it's National Bike Month in the month of May, and we're going to start our monthly bike rides on May 21st. So the proclamation is, whereas the Village of Broadview will be promoting bicycling during the month of May 2022, and whereas the bicycle is an economical, healthy, convenient, and environmental sound form of transportation and an excellent tool for recreation and enjoyment of Broadview's scenic beauty, and whereas throughout the month of May, the residents of Broadview and its visitors will experience the joys of bicycling through educational programs, races, commuting events, charity events, or by simply getting out and going for a ride. And whereas Broadview's road and trail system attracts bicyclists each year, providing economic health, transportation, tourism, and scenic benefits. And whereas creating a bicycle-friendly community has shown to improve citizens' health, well-being, and quality of life, growing the economy of Broadview, attracting tourism dollars, and improving traffic safety, supporting student learning outcomes, and reducing pollution, congestion, and wear and tear on our roads. And whereas the mayor office, schools, parks and recreation departments, police departments, public health districts, hospitals, companies, and civic groups will be promoting bicycling during the month of May 2022. And whereas these groups are also promoting bicycle tourism year-round to attract more visitors to enjoy our local restaurants, hotels, retail establishments, and cultural and scenic attractions. And whereas these groups are also promoting greater public awareness of bicycle operation and safety education in the effort to reduce collisions, injuries, and fatalities and improve health and safety for everyone on the road. And now, therefore, I, Katrina R. Thompson, Mayor of Village of Broadview, do hereby proclaim May 22 as Bike Month in the Village of Broadview, and I urge all residents to join me in this special observation. Signed this day, May 2020, this second day of May 2022, Mayor Katrina R. Thompson. I have to say, for the last couple of years, we've been doing bicycling on the weekends with the residents, especially after the pandemic, and we are gearing up for our tour day proviso with the Village of Riverside, who's taking the lead on that. So that's going to always be the first Saturday in October, and I'm excited because this year we just got permission that we can be able to ride through the Brookview Zoo.
Oh, wow.
So it's a lot of good things that's taking place as we look at bicycle and how we, use our roads. We also was awarded a $2.9 million grant to put bicycle lanes on 25th Avenue. So when we talk about transportation and getting to the next level, Broadview is doing the work to bring everything that we need to bring resources here. And I don't know if many of you have heard, but the Fred Hampton House became a historical site in the Village of Maywood. So that's when we talk about riding our bikes. We can ride our bikes over there to visit this historical site that's right here in our own community within the township. So I'm pretty excited that we took the lead. We started the initiative in bicycling. We actually raffled off 2 bikes on Saturday at the Tutus and Bow Ties event for the children. So the parents that won the bikes, they plan on bringing their children out to bike ride with us when we start, weather permitting. So it's a big deal. It is really a big deal for a community this size of 8,000 residents to be engaged and to be involved at this level. So I'm excited about this. So thank you, Mr. Clerk.
All right. So next item is item X. I'm sorry. Item 10. The application for the authority to expend funds totaling $72,508.31. And just so you know, we're going to break this into 2 separate purchase orders. One is going to be for the fire department. The second will be for public works. So the first one we're going to approve or consider is for Stryker in the amount of $43,994.31 for the fire department. Need a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Who's the motion by? I'm sorry. Trustee Armour. It's been properly motioned by Trustee Armour, seconded by Trustee Abraham. Madam President.
Thank you. So I'm really excited about this. So can you tell them the good news, Chief?
Yes. So the good news is, well, first we'll go to the fact that this cat will resemble the cat that we have in the frontline ambulance. When we got the cat on the frontline ambulance, it comes out, it's electric. It drops down. There's no weight being held by the paramedics. Our back issue, we had back injuries 3 times a year until we got that cat. Oh, I don't even want to say this out loud. It's been a good thing, if you know what I mean. So, yes. So we'd like to mirror the other ambulance because it's in service more often than it used to be. The good news is we had put money aside in envelopes from their 2% fund, which comes from the Illinois Municipal League, to help us maintain like new beds, refrigerators, stoves, things like that. They were slowly putting money away and saving up for a new kitchen. Well, unfortunately, we had the flood, which in turn gave us a new kitchen. They did add some of those funds into upgrading the flooring and upgrading the cabinets. Now we're in a situation where we have this money and they thought, let's buy an item we would normally ask for on the budget. So they want to take this money and do it. Unfortunately, we can't get the grant from our insurance company. They give us $10,000 for this unless it is purchased through the village because it is an insurance grant to keep us safe. So the village would just be paying for this. the 2% fund, the fireman's fund would be paying it back along with the 10% grant. So the board is only spotting it right now. I'll be here tomorrow with a check. And that's it.
Thank you. Trustee Abraham?
No questions. Good job.
Trustee Senior?
Good job. No questions.
Trustee Chalmalave?
No questions.
Trustee Shelby?
No questions.
Trustee Armor?
Good job.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Miller?
No questions.
Mr. Clerk, can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, we can, Madam President. Trustee Abraham,
Yes.
Trustee Chalmalave.
Yes.
Trustee Senior,
Yes.
Trustee Shelby,
Yes.
Trustee Armor,
Yes.
Trustee Miller,
Yes.
and Madam President, this carries 6-0 unanimously. Thank you.
Thank you.
The second PO is for Kerry Motors Ford in the amount of $28,514. This is for the Public Works Department. Need a motion.
Motion to approve.
The proper motion by Trustee Abraham, seconded by Trustee Senior. Madam President.
Thank you. Director Ames, you want to tell us about this purchase?
Yes, unlike the fire chief, there is no reimbursement. This is money going out the door, nothing's coming back in, but to the point, the 250 will replace the truck that we're trying to dispose of. So it is just a basic 250 plow truck that we will have outfitted with lights and plows and will go into the fleet.
Thank you. Trustee Abraham?
No questions.
Trustee Senior?
No questions.
Trustee Chalmalave? No questions. Trustee Shelby?
No questions.
Trustee Armor?
Do have a question. Can you come back to me, please?
Trustee Miller?
I don't have any questions, but I would like to say I wish we had let you go first, so that we could have kept our high up versus now you just took us right back down. But no questions. I understand. We had to cycle out and replace.
Well, Trustee, I'm not blowing you high, am I?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. I mean, not that I have a high in that nature, but I mean, I was all excited about us, just having to wash off the budget, and then here you come with an expenditure. But no, like all items, I mean, we replace our cars, and I expect that if we want to be the best in the community in the township, as our mayor is pushing for us to be, we have to have equipment that does the job and does it properly without breaking down. I don't want to see the public works guys plowing and then walking after they can't make it. So
And that has happened before.
I know, I saw it. So, but no questions. Thanks.
I do, thank you, Trustee Miller. I do want to add that this purchase is in the new budget. It was budgeted for that the board approved. So Trustee Armor?
Oh, yeah, you just answered my question. That was my only question I have for you.
She's a
Did you
mind
plan for it? Was it planned for? Is it in your budget? That's all. Your 2022-23 budget.
Yes, it is.
Perfect.
Thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you,
Clerk.
sir.
Can we get a roll call, please?
We sure can, Madam President. Trustee Abraham,
Yes.
Trustee Chalmalave.
Yes.
Trustee Senior,
Yes.
Trustee Shelby,
Yes.
Trustee Armor,
Yes.
Trustee Miller,
Yes.
and Madam President, this carries 6-0 unanimously.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Next, item 11, Village Clerk Report. Mine is real brief. I want to thank the trustees and board again for approving training that I will be attending later this month in Little Rock, Arkansas for the IIMC National Annual Conference. And with that, I think I mentioned that I was up for, I got good news, I did receive the scholarship. It's $500, and I want to thank again, on record, the Northwest Clerks Association, which I'm a member of, and I'm also on one of the boards. We have a selection committee to select the officers each year, and we have a vote this month, and I'll be attending that meeting. So proud to be a part of it, proud to represent the Village of Broadview, and once again, I thank you.
Thank you,
That concludes my
Mr.
report.
Good job.
Good job.
Next, item 12, Village President, Mayor Katrina Thompson.
So we're gonna be here for another hour because I got a lot of notes. I'm just kidding. So it's just, I mean, I'm gonna take you guys back on another high because we got so much good things that's taking place in the Village of Broadview, and I do want to
Is it
say.
a good high? It's a good high.
And there's so much good stuff working together. So, when we started in this administration, I was real big on partnerships and collaboration with our other taxing bodies, with the library, the Park District, and Lindop School, and Roosevelt School, because we do have a small amount of participation of those students there. And the state of Illinois through ISB is offering a grant that's $350,000. And we've been working extremely hard to put our best efforts in this competitive grant. So Lindop School is taking the lead on it because it had to be either through a nonprofit or a local school. And the type of work that's going into this grant, we needed the school to really take the lead. And the part that the village is taking a part of is reviewing the material that the school is putting forward, making sure that the grant is meeting the criteria that's that they need to meet, as well as the budget that go along with it. But also we've extended our grant writer to oversee it, to make sure when we submit that it's the right portal that needs to go through ISB, because submitting grants has got to go through different portals and it's got to be correct. So Todd has been working with us on that. And so when we get awarded, because I'm claiming this one, when we get awarded, we will have the Broadview Freedom School program. It's a literacy, including reading, writing, listening, and speaking. It's the key driver to hearing the ideas of fellow citizens and articulating pathways to change. And we know literacy is a driver of civic engagement. So 3 pillars that we're focusing on is civic engagement, teach our youth how to be synergists of positive social change, involve children's families in this process, racial justice and equity through democratic education, teach our youth how to dissemble big money, corporate sponsorship of institutional racism, involve children's families in conversation and learning relating to critical race theory, and 3, self-determination and governance. Teach our children how to build transparency and trust in relationships through the practices of reflective learning cultures, urban farming, mentoring, and shared leadership. Support children, families to continue these practices beyond the scope of the Broadview Freedom School program. This program is going to be for children in grades 5th through 8th grade. The objective of the Freedom School is to speak to the necessity to build access to systems and institutions that we need to represent our voices and those of our children in our community. So I'm really excited about this because when we are awarded, we'll be the first in the township, and it's not just for Broadview residents. We're going to open it up to the other community, and what's such a big deal, we got local businesses asking us how can they be a part of it, how can they help us, so that they can have their own standalone entity. They don't have to have it at the Park District or at the school where it's not no branding. They'll have their own building to do this. So our local business stakeholders are stepping up to the plate to make sure that they putting tools and money back into Broadview to make sure our children have nothing but the best. So I'm really excited about this. So I'll keep you guys posted because we're going to be submitting the grant on probably before May 6th. The Juneteenth Committee is the planning is coming along. I've talked to some of the vendors, for the food vendors that's going to be participating, as well as vendors in the entertainment. The committee has been working really hard, and we've been having regular bi-weekly meetings for this year activities. One activity, Juneteenth this year is on Father's Day. And so I won't share what the committee came up with for Father's Day activities until they, all vote and agree on what that's going to look like. But I am very pleased that they did include more activities for the children. The other thing that we're going to be bringing back to Broadview on that Sunday, we're going to have our own fireworks show. And so we got to work with the powers that be to make sure that we can pull this off. So it's working with the safety committee, the fire department, and Public Works, and the business where we got to lunch at, because there's some things that, beyond my scope of even understanding. But hopefully if we pull it off, we do have it in the budget to do the fireworks show to set it off for Juneteenth. I just want to give everybody a reminder that we're getting ready to go to a summer board schedule. The board approved the summer schedule from June, July, August, and September. So our next board meeting will be on May 16th. And then after that, we won't have another board meeting to June 14th. So we'll go right into a summer schedule. So we won't have a first board meeting in June, a first board meeting in July, August, and September. And then we'll have the second board meeting. So just kind of put that on you guys' calendar. I know the clerk will send out some information to the trustees so that you guys have it on your radar. I would like to thank the Board of Trustees for passing our 2023 budget. We did have a surplus this year. The department heads, they worked real intentional to make sure that everything that we needed to keep us moving forward, that they made sure that we were able to do that. So I want to thank the department heads and the leadership and the Board of Trustees for, getting us to the next level. What I'm mostly proud about this budget is, I don't know, I've been in Broadview 25 years, and I've never heard the village have its own standalone work program. I'm not saying that they didn't have it, but we never had our own standalone work program for summer youth workers that we actually put into our budget. This budget accommodates for us to hire 15 young people between the ages of 14 and 16 to have summer jobs this year. We've never done that before. Well, I haven't done it in this administration. We've always partnered with social services that offer the programs, but we'll have our own program for our own residents so we can give these young folks an opportunity. And so the social services, the state guidelines have that they have to be between the ages of 16 and 24. And you can work a job at 14 with a work permit. And so those young people that's 14, 15, they don't have an opportunity. It's our obligations as elected officials and as leaders to put these things in our budget to make sure these kids can stay off the street and stay out of harm's way, because young people are getting engaged in more illegal activities than we can ever imagine. And if we give them something conducive to do, we should be doing that. So I just want to tell the Board of Trustees, thank you for passing that in this budget, because it is a big deal for the residents and for the young kids that live in here that want to work and have an opportunity. Hopefully next year we can have 30 young people working. And maybe the park district and the library can get on board to, we could pull our resources together to keep our own kids safe. That's what we should be doing. So I'm proud of that. Mayor Aducci, River Forest, and Mayor Skaman of Oak Park and myself, we started a project called C4, and it's Cross Community Climate Collaborative. So when we talk about environmental issues, we breathe the air. We breathe the same air we breathe when we go to Maywood, Bellwood, Oak Park. And so we started this initiative where we were going to be hosting an informational session with other mayors on May 11th via Zoom. We launched it to them at our mayor's dinner last week. And so we have about 12 communities that want to take part in this. And so we're working with Gary Cohen of 7 Generations and Darnell Johnson of Urban Efficiency Group as our consultants. That's kind of streamlining and guiding the program. Oak Park, River Forest, and Broadview, we so far ahead of our borders that we felt that it was an opportunity to bring them up to speed, to get them to where we are so that they can start looking at code as it relates to EV charging stations, solar panel, and some of the air quality. Cook County have some nice programs that's taking place, and we just want to make sure that we include everyone in decisions that we have to make, but it's going to take work from those other communities to at least get to where we are. I mean, we are Silver Soul Smart community, so we ahead, and it is work, and Commissioner Upshaw can attest to that. I do want to say, yesterday we had a fire in town on 17th Avenue, and I didn't have a lot of information, and I think it's still pending investigation on some details. But I do want to say it's time for the community to come together to help this young person out. He is still in the hospital. I learned that this evening. And the house is a total loss. He lost everything. So he has no clothes, nothing. So I got the sizes 33, 34 in the waist, large shirts, and shoe size 11 and a half. Those that can fulfill that need to that young person can be dropped off at the fire department. Chief Kenny is going to put some messaging out around it so that we can get out an email blast and social media stuff to help them, as well as we're looking at Red Cross and Housing Forward to provide some housing for them during this time. I do want to say it's a close relative of Ms. Gordon and her family. So, and I did share this with her because I called her yesterday when I found out that it was a relationship there. I do want to say that whatever we can do in Broadview to support, this is what makes us Broadview strong. is because when one fall down, we all come together to bring them back up. So however we can support, I know the chief is going to support you. You have support of my office, and I'm sure the support of the trustees, but we'll pull our resources together to see how we can get some things for him for when he come home. And you told me he was coming home hopefully tomorrow. Okay, so.
I want to say thank you very much, Mayor. On your behalf, I want to thank the fire department, I want to thank the police department, I want to thank the building director as well as you, that all of you guys put together and gave us information about it. I've informed this family out in California all about that, told them how much you guys are working together to help out my godson. So I want to say thank you so much to everybody here. It's been really wonderful.
Well, it's our pleasure. We're here to serve, and like I said, when one of us fall down.
It's about what you have done, and I'm going to just say thank you again. You are the best.
Oh, thank you.
And even though my husband loves you, if I'm but, you know, you're doing a great job, and just keep up the good work, please.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Just some reminders, the clerk gave out some community initiatives that's taking place, so be mindful of the events that's coming up. And I do want to say Happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers that's on this board. Happy Mother's Day.
Same to you. Happy Mother's Day to you.
And I'll call for a motion to adjourn.
I didn't hear the motion.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to
Trustee
adjourn
Armour.
by Trustee Armour,
A second.
second by Trustee Shelby. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Hearing no opposition, we are hereby adjourned at 8:45 PM. Thank you all.
Great.